Hey everybody, welcome back to Worried to Wealthy. Today what we're going to be going over, one update is from my VIX adventure. It's actually been kind of interesting. I'll show you guys more about that. Let me reset here in a minute. I know it's been a while since I've been doing some videos. I want to take a quick break, and honestly, I frankly just wasn't feeling motivated, but we're back. I kind of reflected on some things that I liked, some things I didn't like. Um, Although I did like some of the overlaying videos, I'm not very good at it, and it's kind of time consuming. And then if I mess it up, I kind of get frustrated. So I decided for now we're gonna make maybe some more boring videos, take it kind of a step at a time, but and then we'll go over dividend income, which I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see where this lands. Um, Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So something I've been doing, and if you guys have been watching my videos, if not, go watch it because I think this is actually becoming more and more interesting as as time goes on. Basically, what I do is when VNQ gets over 20, I sell some of my BIL, which is 1 to 3 month treasury funds, and I buy something. And VNQ real estate REITs have been particularly beaten down because, you know, no one's going into office as much, or not as much people are going to office as much. And the days that I sold BIL and bought VNQ were 24th and 25th. This was a dividend, I think from BIL, and this is from selling an old company stock. This is not like I'm saving 20 grand a month or anything like that. But so these 2 days, the 24th and the 25th of VNQ, I got this at 71 and 72 bucks. And look at what's very interesting, the 24th and 25th. This is VIX. Basically, I'm hitting it towards the top. Now, the 24th, it was over 20 at one point during the day. I guess it didn't end, or I don't know if this is the average or open or close. 25th, obviously, I think about DGRO on the 26th. So I was buying other things too. What's really interesting though is that when we go back, look at this. So when VIX is high, other things are low. Like if I go here, 24th, 25th, I basically just hit the bottom. And if you go like, that's probably my average price-ish, I just got a 15% return plus my dividend coming up, which it's paying about, at that point, it was actually about 5% that was predicted. So maybe get another percent on that, maybe a little more. So that's almost 17% return possibly in a couple of months. Now, do I care about short-term returns? No, because I'm a buy and hold investor. Like I don't really care. I'm buying VNQ for the long run. Just like I'm buying VIG and DGRO and all those other things. I'm just gonna hold them. But if I can get it at a great price, I mean, I love a good deal. And this VIX theory that I have going on is getting more and more interesting as time goes on and I keep watching it and being steady. So I keep extra cash in something called BIL. If you guys don't know about it, there's a video on it where do I stash my cash. Long story short, you don't even need to watch if you don't need to. Basically, BIL is a 1 to 3 month treasury fund. That's where Warren Buffett keeps his money in short-term treasuries. I don't know if it's 1 to 3 months or a year, or I don't know his duration. Also, shout out to Charlie Munger. I can't believe that guy passed away. Um, Pretty wild stuff. That guy had a lot of wisdom. Um, Anyways, pretty crazy things when we look at this. This is partly, I'm gonna be honest with you, partly due to luck and partly due that I do make a little bit more than the average. Depends. I'm in a volatile job, so sometimes I make good money, sometimes I don't. Um, but part of this is due to the rising interest rates. There's a reason why treasury funds are paying a lot more than they used to because, the Fed has raised rates so many times. So maybe next year won't be as good. But as of right now, this is without VIG, DGRO, that's without VNQ, VTI, all those different things that I hold. So I'm assuming I'm actually going to clear over $8,000 this year. And that absolutely blows my friggin' mind. So I'm really stoked. That's pretty much all I got. I'm just tracking all these things, right? This is every time I get paid by dividends, right? So it's typically lower than higher. This one was higher in July instead of typically June because the payment just became a little later, but maybe I'll switch it back to just to have a prettier graph. Um, but and then I started to track my deposits. So I got my job in September. October, I did really good with saving. November, I did pretty good, but I did go kind of buck wild on some purchases on Black Friday, and we will see how December is. But I like this is actually keeping me accountable. Not only keep me accountable, but also in a good way. Like I'm actually proud of myself. I was actually kind of stressed about saving money, saving money, saving money. And then I realized I'm actually doing a pretty good job. I'm saving a little over 50% for these 2 months. So I'm really happy. This one I got my job almost midway through the month, so obviously not gonna. And I was building up my emergency fund, so not gonna harp on myself too much there. But it actually it was nice because I feel like a lot of us here that watch are huge savers, and then we don't realize how much we've actually saved. So this is actually not an accountability thing, but it really did like make me feel like I was doing a good job, which was kind of nice for a change instead of like, do more, do more, do more. Um, Income versus expenses, I just made $26,000 up as like a random figure of financial independence. I don't think I could actually live on 2 grand a year, especially with the place that we're renting right now. But, we can always downsize and maybe, it's, I don't know, what I only pay $1,000 in rent because I'm splitting it with the girlfriend. So and then I could live on $1,000 a month. Be pretty tough, right? Rent is $1,000 plus you have another $1,000 to spend on food and insurance and gas and whatever else. But it's possible, and I could do whatever the heck I wanted. So I mean, whatever happens, right? Even if like I use this and just only pays for rent, um, yeah, I'm just so excited. The fact that I'm getting paid this much, well, I am a little worried about 2024, not in like a necessarily bad way, but more just like interest rates are going to come down. That means BIL is not going to pay out as much. Should I start transferring those into assets like VIG and DGRO? Well, we'll find out. Maybe I'll continue to do the VIX thing, right? I mean, Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett, those guys literally invest when not when VIX actually spikes, because that'd be wild if we were just doing the same thing. I know they don't. They actually look at businesses. Um, but Alex Hormozy is another big YouTube guy. And he talks about you strike when no one else can, when you have all that dry powder. Right now it's making 5%. So I don't know. I'm sharing this journey. I hope this helps somebody. I hope this inspires somebody too. I mean, this is almost 4 years of dividend, right? I was just excited when I was making $3,000. Like every 3 months, basically my food bill's getting paid. Now it's like, on average, my food bill's getting paid every single month. And that's not even when I put right in here. Let's say I get so what I'm thinking is that this is always more. So if I'm super conservative, right, and I just do 449 just like the last one, I'll clear $8,000. My growth rate will be 168, 169%, which is absolutely wild. And again, that is partly due to interest rates going up. It's not just like I'm a mega saver. I'm picking index funds, so there's no way that's nothing, everything's just skyrocketing. But the fact that that's even a possibility, in fact, I'd say even more than the possibility, because every time I've, every time, how long I've been invested, December is always the biggest payout. March is always the smallest. And so we'll see. Yeah. So tune in for next time. Thanks for joining. Again, if you guys want to go check out those videos where I stash my cash, I talk about BIL, the ETF, and then also the other one about VIX when it spikes over 20, right? I take a certain percentage and throw that into actual equities. So anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I'll talk to you later.